A new kind of combat is on the horizon thanks to the ongoing development of autonomous weaponry. Despite the fact that the concept of killer robots may sound terrible, efforts are being made to prevent such science fiction nightmares from becoming reality. Well, if you're running behind on some of that stuff, then today's episode might be just for you. In today's episode, we'll be looking into how killer robots are fighting our wars. What are you guys waiting for? Let's start. Paul Scar is the Director of Technology and National Security Program at the Center for a New American Security and the author of the award-winning book Army of Non-Autonomous Weapons and the Future of War. Scar is an expert in the field of autonomous weapons policy establishment and has substantial combat experience from his time as a Special Operations Reconnaissance Team leader in the 3rd Ranger Battalion of the United States Army. Scar believes that one concern of those who are wary about autonomous weapons is that robots may go on a killing spree. Nobody plans on making that, so there's some good news, justifying the use of robotic weapons. To the surprise of some, the United States military already employs autonomous weapons, including technology that makes it possible for unmanned weapons to be used. The military made use of RC vehicles as far back as World War II. The military currently has access to a wide variety of missile guidance technology and automated missile defense systems, in addition to unmanned combat aerial vehicles, often known as drones. These advances in military technology were made with the safety of civilians and service members in mind. It's a fallacy to think that more sophisticated weaponry is inherently more harmful. When it comes to military hardware, technology does indeed improve. The automation of weapons has led to a significant increase in accuracy. To boost their odds of hitting a target before the advent of missile guidance technology, a form of weapon autonomy that enables the military to direct a missile to a highly specific position and even trigger detonation on command, militaries would drop massive bombing blankets. Many pointless casualties resulted from these strategies. Should we have faith in these killer robots? Let's discuss this. With the advent of AI, our concept of autonomy has undergone radical revision. There are 3 distinct degrees of autonomy for weapon systems. Autonomy on the 3 continuums. Number 1. Militaries use weapons that are only partially autonomous with human supervision. Number 2. The concept of supervised autonomous weapons refers to those in which a person monitors a task in which their own reaction time would be inadequate. Number 3. Completely hands-off weapons that can still do their job even though there is no contact with them. 3rd generation autonomous weaponry like the rampaging killer robot fits this description best. Whether or not these lethal robots should be legalized is a topic of heated debate. The problem with giving machines the ability to kill, which would require pulling humans out of the autonomous loop entirely, comes down to the value we place on being human. Artificial intelligence currently lacks emotional intelligence, moral reasoning, and contextual awareness of humans. The unpredictable and chaotic nature of war calls for the special capacity of good judgment that only humans possess. Scar uses an incident from his time spent in Afghanistan to illustrate how a fully autonomous killer robot would have most certainly resulted in the death of a child. Army Ranger Sniper Team member Scar was surprised when a young girl, perhaps 5 or 6 years old, moved in a wide circle around them. The Taliban warriors heard a radio beeping on her as she observed them, and not long after she departed, they arrived. Despite the existence of well-established rules of engagement, the decision to fire a weapon is rarely black and white, even in the heat of a battle. Forces using military robots risk committing war crimes or using excessive force if they are not carefully programmed. It's unlikely that a robot will ever be entrusted with that kind of discretion required to evaluate various threats. Do we put our faith in robots? What say you, friends? After you tell us, leave a remark below, and that's all we've got time for today. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing videos.